Vader will be facing disrespect is an actual sense. It is. Ay, ay, ay. But here we go, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Dragon Scales. We have our Danish Protoss player representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the best player in all of Singapore representing Unidos por el Vicio. It is LeoRusher. MaxPax, a player who has been on fire recently, one of the best Protoss in the world. He is 100% top 2 alongside Hero, and he is vying for that #1 spot. MaxPax has just been taking down some big, insane names in recent times, and his PvP especially is looking top tier, arguably the best PvP in the world right now. MaxPax is so damn solid. And this is going to be a test. This is going to be quite the challenge here for LeoRusher to try and overcome the might, the power that is MaxPax. And here we go. Already going to be kicking things off with a gate expand from both players, as to be expected. To see our gateways being thrown down. Gate Cybercore here from LeoRusher. MaxPax going to be looking to reciprocate with his own. And yeah, we just see LeoRusher just dipping into the main base, making sure there was no like delayed gas for like a gate expand or anything like that. They're going to be keeping each other in check. Yeah, when it comes to PvP, even though MaxPax used to have a more aggressive reputation, he's like stats in PvP. He's like the most defensible player. He's like, come at me, one base all in me, papi. Just try. And we had that OC King of the Hill where MaxPax won 15 games in a row, where every single Protoss that he went up against, like Nightmare, Trigger, doesn't matter who it was, all these Protoss players, they all actually tried to one base all in him, and they couldn't. They just couldn't pull it off. MaxPax's defense was too damn good. We saw proxy robos, we saw proxy stargates, we saw proxy 3-gate, proxy 4-gate, we saw everything under the sun. And MaxPax, just the wall wouldn't crumble. It was actually crazy. It was insane. Ay ay ay. But here we see MaxPax being forced to be a little bit more aggressive instead. He does throw down his Stargate. First Stargate into Nexus. Does throw down a shield battery as well, for good reason. He did scout 2 Stalkers, and he hasn't seen the Nexus yet. So for all he knows, LeoRusher could be going aggressive. He could be going for one base play as well. So MaxPax is making sure he is safe and sound here, especially because his opponent went for a 2-gate opener. MaxPax only with a single gate, so he's going to have less units, so he needs that shield battery. Here we go. From here, we do see a Twilight Council being thrown down from LeoRusher as well, so he's going to be going for a more blink-heavy composition. It makes sense, especially after opening up double gates. The Oracle comes across the map. This was scattered earlier. The Oracle is going to struggle to find damage. Or does get 1 probe, but only 1. Nice positioning coming out from LeoRusher. He's going to be able to shoo away this Oracle for the time being. The hallucination even going to be covering it. Meanwhile, MaxPax is doubling down. We have a second Oracle on the way, so he's going to have that one-shot potential. Even though we have some shield batteries, MaxPax is going to be putting the pressure on his opponent. Oh, LeoRusher, can he keep up? That is the question. Already, we do see a couple of Stalkers going to be poking at the front door, going to be looking to distract LeoRusher and draw away the attention of these Stalkers. Oh, and MaxPax did shoot first. 1 Stalker goes down. He's going to be able to get the second as well. At the same time, in comes the Oracle. And LeoRusher falling apart a little bit. Oh, the pylon is going to go down. Oh, we depower both gateways. We cancel a warp in. The second Oracle dips into the main base. We can get the stasis trap. And do we have a reaction? We do. Only 2 probes do get caught in that stasis trap. Oh, thankfully, LeoRusher able to respond in time. Is going to be able to repower his wall. And behind this, MaxPax is going to be working on his production. Again, only working off 2 gateways for the time being, but throws down another 2 for 4 gate Blink Stalkers. Uh, interesting. MaxPax goes in, activates his pulsar beam, and he immediately runs out of energy. So he's gonna have to back on out of there. Respects the, of course, stalkers that were in position. Doesn't want to throw anything away. We do see a faster fourth base here from MaxPax. Sorry, third base. But even though he's got that third on the way, he is going to have more production. He can assert himself here with Blink, with 4K Blink. Can look to overwhelm and overpower his opponent. At the same time, another stage trap into the main base. Once again, we have a reaction. We do pull away in time. Only 2 more probes get caught in it. And LeoRusher has been slowed down quite a bit. He doesn't really have too much to work with. He's got Blink, of course, and he's going to be working on a later third. But he has less production. That blink advantage that he once had isn't quite there anymore. Oh boy, and MaxPax is moving out across the map. And I think this is a fight that he wants. He wants to take it. Here we go. He does push on forward. A couple of these sentries are exposed. One goes down. Hallucinations are going to help tank some of those auto attacks here from MaxPax. They do help, but he still loses a little bit too much. At the same time, both oracles dive into the main base. They can one-shot those probes, and 6-7 probes go down. Ooh. LeoRusher being pulled apart. Again, MaxPax is going to be saturating his third base. I don't think he needed to, but he is. And now he's across the map with his army. The third of LeoRusher is going to have a hard time getting up. He's going to be going for the fight. He has to try to hold on. But this is just not going to work out for him. The concave is just too great. MaxPax has too much on the ground. Third base will be cancelled. Thankfully a cancel, not a kill, but now LeoRusher is stuck on 2 bases. He is struggling to keep up with the stalker count as well. Honestly, with no shield battery MaxPax, he can just blink up into the natural. There's a shield battery in the back line. We do have an overcharge available. But stalkers are going down one after the other. The oracles, they come in from behind. We blink on forward as well. We have the overcharge, but it's not going to be enough. GG gets called and MaxPax takes the first game. Oh, GG. See Rowbags in the chat. MaxPax knows all the buttons. I'm pretty sure he read the manual. True, true. How many people can say that they've read the StarCraft 2 like manual? The gamer booklet. Aye. Who can say? And now we're getting ready for game number 2. Ooh. MaxPax looking quite good, quite powerful. Quite solid play here from our Danish Protoss. But again, he is coming in as a favorite. LeoRusher is looking to prove himself, looking to practice, looking to learn here from one of the best Protoss in the world. See if he can. See what he can learn. Here we go. As game 2 is going to be taking place on Royal Blood, and we're just going to be waiting for the players to get ready before we jump on in. And it looks like we'll also be joined by another caster as well. Steadfast will be joining us. I'm pretty sure there's... Who else is casting? I know Artosis has been on and off. It looks like he will not be casting today, but Pig will after his run. So not too many English casters actually. This week, at least for now, it looks like there is no Chicken Man or Dave or Beomorph or Artosis. So a little bit less coverage today, but at least we're here. We're here. At spawning in the top right hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the Danish Protoss player, the best Protoss in all of Europe, one of the best in the world, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have as opponent, we have the best player in all of Singapore, El Singaporean, representing Unidad Sport and VCO. It is LeoRusher. Let's go, Papi. Let's go. MaxPax kind of pulling LeoRusher apart with his aggression, with his initial stalkers, with his oracles as well. Oof. He was just getting a little bit out of control, and LeoRusher was having a hard time splitting up his army. Initially, when things started to snowball out of control, if you remember, LeoRusher had a shield battery in his main, and he had, I think, 2 stalkers and a sentry in his main base as well, and only 2 stalkers at the natural, and he did end up losing the trade at the natural. Because of that shield battery, you could argue that he could have afforded to leave a couple less units in his main base just to have a more solid defense at his natural, but alas, MaxPax saw an opening, he went for it, he just snowballed out of control. Very solid play there out of our Danish Protoss. Very. And we'll see how things go from here, as once again, it is Royal Blood, and MaxPax, he loves going for gate expands on this map, a very economic opener. LeoRusher going for a much more standard double gate opener instead. And he is going to probe scout, he is going to confirm how economic MaxPax is being. Now, I'm getting flashbacks. We'll see if LeoRusher tries to go for the all-in, because MaxPax on Royal Blood was unstoppable. When I said earlier about how we hosted a tournament, OC King of the Hill, we saw so many Protoss players, like 8 to 9 different Protosses stepped up and went for one base all-ins to try to punish this opener from MaxPax, and it just wouldn't work. Just would not work, and now it's LeoRusher's turn. But he's expanding behind it. Okay. So he's not going to be going all in. He is setting up a proxy pylon across the map, but he is expanding behind it. Oh, could this be for DTs? Interesting. We shall see, as we do have MaxPax scouring the map right now, is looking for any kind of proxy, checking the typical proxy locations. As he is going to get eyes on the Nexus, and now he should be safe and sound, fully aware that LeoRusher is going for a more economic opener as well. Not as economic as MaxPax, but you know, there is an expansion. We do have the Twilight Council finishing up. The pylon is done as well. Are we going to go for Blink? We are going for Blink. I would have loved to have seen like a little cheeky Dark Shrine, but no, that is not meant to be. Not this time. As MaxPax hasn't come across that pylon, Blink already going to be on the way here, as MaxPax is opting to go for a Stargate instead. Looking at the vision, LeoRusher didn't make it into the main. He is unaware about the Oracle coming his way. Does thankfully have a safety shield battery. Stalkers move out a little bit, but yo, they're going to be able to shoo away the Oracle. Meanwhile, MaxPax, yo, he just took his natural. Now he's looking to take his third. Just double down, expand as much as possible. The MaxPax way. And LeoRusher honestly can't really be too aggressive either. Like, he's got Blink on the way. He's got 2 gates, but only 2 gates. So he can't really do too much. He's going to be able to push away MaxPax's units for the time being. But he can't do much else from there. As we do see the double Oracle dipping into the main base, we can one-shot the probes, and there are only 2 Stalkers here in position. The Oracles, they don't care, they don't give a damn. 6 probes go down. This is going to be forcing LeoRusher's hand. He's got a 3rd gate on the way in time for Blink. He still has that probe on the map as well, which is about to get scattered here by the Oracles. MaxPax does go for that 3rd, and there is a proxy 4th gate. So 4 gates in total for LeoRusher. He's got Blink. He's got his 2 bases. He has taken some economic losses. I feel like we just gotta go. You gotta send it, Papi. You gotta send it, and that's exactly what we're doing. The Stalkers are moving out at the same time. MaxPax does confirm the army here of LeoRusher. Was just about to try and shut down the proxy pylon. Did come across the army. Now MaxPax is going to be getting ready back at home. We have a shield battery at the natural. We have a shield battery at the third base as well. We have a concave. We are ready to receive. Meanwhile, LeoRusher abandons his position and he's actually trying to hunt down the Oracle. He's going to try and intercept here, and it looks like he will come across. He barely does come across it, but doesn't get the Oracle in the end. Oh, it does escape. MaxPax now has a little bit more time to refine his army. He's got Forge. Blink just finished up the Forge for +1. LeoRusher's head towards the third base location. Is now going to see how saturated it is. Oh, and can he do anything about it? We do have that proxy location under threat. LeoRusher has to rotate over to keep it alive. Leo's coming on in. We have a third base behind it. It does blink forward here on top of these Stalkers. He gets one. Oh, but only one. We have the Guardian Shield as well to try and help LeoRusher out as he does back off. Looking at the unit count as well. We have equal Stalkers. LeoRusher having a bit of a better engagement. A better concave. Ooh, does take down 2 of those Stalkers of MaxPax. Had the better concave, had the Guardian Shield. But MaxPax, he is running away with his economy. He is up 22 workers, or 20 workers now compared to LeoRusher. The charge on the way, +1. He's getting a 4th base. He just keeps on expanding. He doesn't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh. As with this, he will just be able to overwhelm LeoRusher. He's going to have an insane economy. He's about to have the production to back that up as well. And how can LeoRusher come back in this game? Well, typically it's to try and like skip a couple of tech options and go into a bay and get into disruptors, or go into DTs instead with the Dark Shrine. Something, anything. Staying on Blink Stalkers like this, it's just difficult to recover from a deficit. Here we go. MaxPax is pushing on forward here. Bit of an anti-timing as +1 is still 5 seconds away from finishing up. But there is no shield battery. There is no overcharge. We do have the upgrade kicking in, and MaxPax is coming in from behind. Oh, the boys have to be pulled here. But even with the boys being pulled, MaxPax just has an overwhelming force of Blink Stalkers. He blinks on forward, dives on top of the shield battery, shuts down the overcharge. And it looks like MaxPax's army is getting really softened up. It looks like maybe LeoRusher can hold on. But I spoke too soon because charge rods come in. GG gets called, and MaxPax takes the 2-0. GG. Well played. MaxPax will be advancing on into the next round. Where does he have an opponent waiting for him? Let's find out. He does. Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. MaxPax is going to be advancing on to the round of 16, where he has Vindicta waiting for him. Oh boy.